The Great Pasta Crisis. It was a lazy Sunday afternoon, and Tom decided it was time to cook something special. His stomach growled as he headed into the kitchen with grand ideas of making the perfect meal. He grabbed his recipe book, flipped to a random page, and landed on spaghetti with tomato sauce. Perfect, he thought. Tom started by looking through the fridge. He needed eggs to make the sauce creamy. He opened the fridge door and immediately sighed. There weren't any eggs. How could I forget to buy eggs? He thought, shaking his head. Next, he checked for spaghetti. Luckily, he found a packet at the back of the pantry. Okay, at least I have that, he thought, feeling a little relieved. But the relief didn't last long. He realized he needed tomatoes. He wondered, how many tomatoes do I need? The recipe called for 5, but when he opened the vegetable drawer, there was only 1 left. It was soft and wrinkled. Desperate, he thought of alternatives. Maybe he could use butter to make a simple pasta sauce. He checked the fridge again and found some butter tucked away. But it didn't look like enough. How much butter do I actually need for this? Tom wondered, eyeing the small block. Tom continued his hunt. He looked for garlic, but there wasn't any left. Then, he looked for olive oil and found some, but not nearly enough for the recipe. How much olive oil do I need? Probably more than this, he muttered to himself. Despite everything, Tom decided to make the meal anyway. He tossed the spaghetti into boiling water, added the sad little tomato, a tiny bit of butter, and whatever olive oil was left. It wasn't the feast he had imagined, but after adding a pinch of salt, it turned out not terrible. Tom looked at the plate and smiled. Sometimes you just make do with what you have.